Today, I'm gonna go through how to improve your cardio even if you have asthma. I have 3 strategies that you can use that I use every single day to get progressive increases in my cardiovascular, even though I have asthma. Now, remember, everything that I say on this channel, it is from my experience. I am not a healthcare professional. Got a nice disclaimer right here on the screen. See another disclaimer in the video description. I teach based on experience, not based on medical research. So you need to check with your medical doctor or provider, whoever your healthcare provider is, before you do any of this. Also, I have a free gift for you linked right below this video, and this free gift is based on my experience as well. Back in December 2022, I weighed 191 pounds. I'm 5'9", so I was a little bit overweight. Now, most people in my life are like, no man, you're in good shape. Hey, I get it. I wasn't necessarily in bad shape, but I did weigh too much, at least for my goals. So what did I do? I followed 3 simple pillars that I have packaged into a guide for you so that you can take control of your weight and possibly lose up to 2 pounds a week. Possibly. 2 pounds a week is pretty aggressive. That's what I did. You don't need to do that, but with these 3 pillars, you will be able to achieve your goals. It's very, very practical, very simple. Let's get at it. Here we go. How to improve cardio with asthma. Step 1 is there is no secret cardiovascular exercise for you to do. So the first thing you want to do is pick a cardio exercise that you actually enjoy doing. What do you actually like to do? So let's start there. Pick your favorite cardio. Now, one of my favorite online hit teachers of all time said that the best workout you can do is the workout that you don't like doing. And hey, I get it. I used to hate running. And I told myself, I want to get in really good shape by running since I hate it. Well, I actually ended up growing to like it and now love it. And it's my favorite cardio exercise. I don't think, even though that worked for me, I don't think you should actually do something that you hate. So start by choosing your favorite cardio exercise. Now, this could be a number of things. And really, you should start here. This could be a walk. So if you really like running, start with walking. Maybe you really like to bike, hike. Maybe you like to row. Some of you may actually live near a lake or the ocean, and you can row. Or maybe you really like to just go to the gym and row. You can also paddleboard. There's a lot of options. You could swim. Maybe it's just playing golf, and instead of getting a cart, you walk the course. Maybe it's tennis. Maybe it's another sport. Maybe it's soccer. I love soccer. Basketball, football. There are so many cardiovascular exercises that you can do. So start there. Pick your favorite cardio. Now, the second thing is we want to improve incrementally. You're not going to do it all at once. Even if you didn't have asthma, it really would not be advised to do this all at once. My best friend and business partner and my business e-learning partners, at the age of 19, he decided that he wanted to run a marathon. And guess what? He completed it. He crushed it. He didn't really train very much for it. That is an anomaly / when you're younger, you might be able to do things like that. But as you get older and older, I'm in my 30s now, I don't think I could have just went out there and ran a marathon. I needed to incrementally train for it. Now I have really good base miles, so I could run a marathon at any time at this point, but I also run 25 to 30 miles a week already, so I have a base for it. So in order to improve your cardio, you need to incrementally get better. What does this mean? Well, if you really like to run, which I didn't actually write up here, or do any of these activities where running is involved, then where you should probably start is by walking more. And walking longer distances and longer time frames. And you can apply this to anything. You could walk while playing soccer. You can walk while playing football, basketball, tennis, etc. The point is you're going to start by moving slower, and then you're going to incrementally increase how long you're doing it. So you could increase the amount of time. You could increase the intensity. Or you can even combine these two together and try and do harder intensity for longer periods of time. However you want to do it, you need to do it incrementally. And this is because what we really want to do when we have asthma, even if you don't have asthma, is you want to strengthen your lungs. Well, the best way to do that is by slowly increasing how hard you are going. So when I ran my first marathon, I had never ran double-digit mileage before. So what did I do? Day one, I ran 15 miles. No, I'm just kidding. What I did is every week, I would increase the amount of miles that I would do. And then I would actually let my body rest every fourth week. For example, I would start with my long run every Sunday being 4 miles. Then it went to 6. Then it went to 8. Then guess what? I went back to 4. Then I went back to 8. Then I went to 10. Then I went to 12. Then I dropped to 8. Then I went to 12. 14. 16. Dropped back to 12. Then I went to 16. 18. 20. Dropped to 16. Dropped to 10. Ran my marathon. This is what I used to run my first marathon. See, I started at 4 and I ended at 26. This is what I mean by incrementally training, because you're incrementally going to get better cardio. And the last point is consistency. So if I did this, but I wasn't consistent about it, then I wouldn't have been ready to run 26 miles. So what do I mean by consistency? I mean, I was running every single week for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then week 18 was the marathon. 18 weeks. If I decided, oh, you know, week 1, I'm gonna do 4 miles, and I'm not gonna do anything week 2. Or week 3, and then you know what? I'm gonna run 6. Oh yeah, and then I'm gonna take like 2 or 3, maybe 4. Next month I'll run 8. Then you know, yeah, well, great. I just drop back to 4 now. Again, this isn't gonna work. Consistency really means that you need to be doing this weekly. Do you need to train daily? Do you need to increase your cardio daily? Not necessarily. It depends on what your goals are, but you need to be doing this weekly. Now, you should also be doing it multiple times a week. So I wasn't just running once a week these numbers. I was running every Sunday these numbers, and then I was doing 3 more runs a week. So it was this plus 3 more runs a week. And these runs were somewhere around 2 to 6 miles every day. So 3 runs, I was doing 2 times 3, so I was doing 6, 3 to 18 miles a week on top of what I was running here. So it's all about choosing what your favorite cardio is, incrementally increasing it, and then consistency. Now, I was terrified that after running my first marathon, that if I didn't keep doing something consistently, that the next marathon I wanted to run, I'd have to start over at the beginning. And if I had stopped running, I would have. But now, ever since I ran a marathon, I'm not actually trying to increase my cardio until I actually get 18 weeks out from my next event, or sometimes I do back-to-back events and my cardio isn't gonna drop as much, but I like to keep a good base. So my consistency now is I like to keep a base of somewhere between 20 to 30 miles a week. This could be as simple as running 2 to 3 miles a day. That would get me somewhere around 14 to 21 miles a week. But I really like keeping my base numbers. And you can do that with anything. So once you get to that cardio level that you want to be at, you can't just stop. You have to keep the consistency. And if you want to learn the 3 pillars that I used to achieve one of my goals, which was to lose 25 pounds in 90 days. It was a pretty aggressive goal. You don't need to set that type of a goal. I wanted to lose the 25 pounds in 90 days and keep it off. That was more important to me. It just kind of ended up happening that I actually lost the 25 pounds in 90 days. I didn't really know how long it was gonna take, but that's how long it ended up taking. I wanted to keep it off. I didn't want to just do it. It's just the same thing here. You don't want to necessarily just increase your cardio and then all of a sudden stop and then it's gone. You want to increase your cardio and then keep it. Well, I have the 3 pillars for you in my guide linked right below this video. It's my free gift to you. Thank you for the likes and subscribes.